Welcome to English Medium. Let's learn and grow together. Subscribe for more fun lessons.
Exercise is very important, more important than the chapter itself, isn't it? So, hello, my dear students. आज हम करेंगे हमारे फर्स्ट लेसन द लास्ट लेसन की एक्सरसाइज. Okay, so without wasting any time, let us begin. So, beta, we will do the questions of think as you read first, and then we will come to the exercise. So, beta, first question is, what was friends expected to be prepared with for school that day? तो उस दिन के लिए फ्रेंड्स को क्या प्रिपेयर करके आना था अपने होमवर्क के लिए? आंसर इज Friends was expected to be prepared with his lesson on participles for school that day. However, he had not studied anything and was afraid of being scolded by his teacher, Mr. M. Hamel. This made him feel uneasy and tempted to skip school. Second question. What did friends notice that was unusual about the school that day? Unusual means कुछ ऐसा जो रेगुलरली स्कूल में नहीं होता था बट इट वॉज हैपनिंग दैट डे. So friends noticed that the school was unusually quiet. Unlike other days, there was no noise of students repeating lessons or the teacher's ruler striking the desk. Everything appeared calm, serious, and different from the usual routine. Okay, beta. Third question is, what had been put up on the bulletin board? तो क्या था bulletin board के ऊपर? A notice had been put up on the bulletin board announcing an order from Berlin. It stated that only German would be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. This news had created a sense of sadness among the villagers. Okay, beta. Now let us come to another questions of think as you read. Question number 1. What changes did the order from Berlin cause in school that day? Okay, तो वो जो बर्लिन से orders आए थे, because of them school में क्या changes हुए? The order from Berlin brought a sudden and serious change in the school. It was declared to be the last French lesson and only German would be taught thereafter. The school became unusually quiet, and even the villagers came to attend the class to show their respect for the French language. M. Hamel taught the lesson with great emotion, making everyone realize the importance of their language. Next question. How did friends' feelings about M. Hamel and school change? Answer is, friends' feelings about school and M. Hamel changed completely. Earlier, he disliked school and found M. Hamel strict and frightening. But after learning it was his last French lesson, he felt sorry for not studying and began to value his lessons. He also developed respect and admiration for M. Hamel, realizing how dedicated and sincere he was as a teacher. Okay, beta. So these questions are done. Now we will do the questions of understanding the text. First question is, beta, the people in this story suddenly realize how precious their language is to them. What shows you this and why does this happen? All of a sudden लोगों को कैसे पता चल जाता है that their language is precious to them, कीमती है ना, बहुत precious है. So the people show that their language is precious to them when the villagers come to the school to attend the last French lesson. Old men like old Hauser sit quietly in the classroom carrying their old primers as a mark of respect. Everyone listens attentively, and there is a deep sense of regret for not valuing their language earlier. This happens because An order from Berlin declares that only German will be taught in schools, taking away their right to learn French. The sudden loss makes them realize the importance of their own language, identity, and culture. Okay, beta? Now, second question. French thinks, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? What could this mean? Okay, French speaks at one time when he is looking at the pigeons that will they make them sing in German? Even the pigeons will sing in German. So, what does this mean? So, French's thoughts show his deep shock and helplessness at the order from Berlin. By wondering if even the pigeons would be made to sing in German, he is expressing that the order feels unnatural and forced. It suggests that language is a natural part of life and cannot be imposed on everything. Through this, French shows his love for his own language and his resentment towards a foreign rule trying to control it. Okay, so a bit of birds are a part of nature and language is also natural. But if you are imposing some other language, if you are not treating it like something natural, you are forcing it, then definitely you can't force the nature to follow the norms of human beings. Okay. Okay, beta. Next, talking about the text, we will talk about the text now. When a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Beta, this question, along with another question, the interview. Okay, there is another chapter, the interview. So, this came in this latest board question paper. Okay, so it was in the board exam, this question, why language is so important. Can you think of examples in history where a conquered people had their language taken away from them or had a language imposed on them? So the answer is yes. There are several examples in history where a conquered people had their language suppressed or replaced. During British rule in India, okay, for example, English was promoted in administration and education, which reduced the importance of many Indian languages in official work. In Ireland, okay, beta, Ireland is a part of UK, United Kingdom. The British discouraged the use of Irish Gaelic, leading to a decline in the native language over time. So, like Britishers ruled Indians in the same way, Britishers, the English people rather, English people they ruled Irish people as well, and they did the same things with the Irish people as well. In Algeria, under French colonial rule, French was imposed in schools and government, pushing Arabic and local languages aside. Next, indigenous people in United States and Canada were forced to attend boarding schools where they were not allowed to speak their native languages. So, one reference you will read better, there will be a chapter, Memories of Childhood. Okay, so there also you will find a reference to this thing, Carlisle Indian School, how the indigenous people of America they were forced. Okay, they were sent to the boarding schools and how the culture of English people was imposed on them and everything. So, these examples show how powerful language is and how controlling it can affect a people's culture, identity, and sense of freedom. Okay, beta. Next question is what happens to a linguistic minority in a state? Minority means beta where people are in lesser number. How do you think they can keep their language alive? So minorities जो हैं वो अपनी language को alive कैसे रख सकते हैं? For example, Punjabis in Bangalore. See beta, Bangalore is in, where is Bangalore? It is in Karnataka. So in Karnataka you will find Kannada people more than the Punjabis. So Punjabis are minority in Bangalore. But if we talk about Punjab, so Punjabis are not minority. Okay, most number is of Punjabis. So if Punjabis are there in Bangalore, they are minorities. If you talk about Tamilians in Mumbai, so they are also minorities. Tamil people in Mumbai, Kannadigas in Delhi, so Kannad people in Delhi, they are minority. Gujaratis in Kolkata, so Gujaratis in Kolkata are minority. Okay, so what happens to a linguistic minority in a state? So beta answer is, when a linguistic minority lives in a different state, okay, जब भी कोई linguistic minority है एक different state में वो रहते हैं, they often face pressure to use the dominant local language for daily life. ओके क्या प्रेशर होता है उनके ऊपर कि वो जो डोमिनेंट लोकल लैंग्वेज है, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ यू आर स्टेइंग इन कर्नाटका, सो डोमिनेंट लैंग्वेज विल बी कन्नड़ा, सो यू विल बी फोर्स्ड to use that local language for your daily life, education, and your job. Over time, their own language may be used less, especially by younger generations, which can lead to gradual loss of fluency and cultural identity. They can keep their language alive by speaking it at home. Okay, how to keep it alive? अपनी language को जिंदा कैसे रखें? Means in a state where you are minority. So what you have to do, you have to keep speaking it at home, teaching it to their children, and celebrating their cultural traditions. Community groups, cultural associations, and regional festivals also help in preserving language. Additionally, reading books, watching media, and organizing language classes in their mother tongue can strengthen its use. For example, Punjabis in Bangalore, Tamilians in Mumbai, Kannadigas in Delhi, and Gujaratis in Kolkata can form communities and continue using their language in social and cultural gatherings. Means you have to keep using it. You have not to shun the use of that language. Okay, beta. Next question is it possible to carry pride in one's language too far? Do you know what linguistic chauvinism means? Okay, beta. First thing, this chauvinism. Chauvinism means when you show off. Okay, so it may be masculine chauvinism, okay, male chauvinism, it can be linguistic chauvinism. So when you take pride in your language only. So answer is yes, it is possible to carry pride in one's language too far. While love and respect for one's language are positive, excessive pride can lead to disrespect for other languages and cultures. Means if you just keep taking pride in your own language, so maybe you are disrespecting other languages. It may create division, intolerance, and even conflict among people. Linguistic chauvinism means an extreme or blind pride in one's own language, considering it superior to others. This attitude often results in neglect or suppression of other languages and can harm unity in a diverse society. Okay? Okay, beta. Now working with words. So, English is a language that contains words from many other languages. Definitely, English is um, kind of what do we call that? It is like that Pandora's box. Okay, so where you will find languages from words from different languages. This inclusiveness is one of the reasons it is now a world language. For example, petite. Okay, petite. The word is taken from French. Kindergarten. The word is taken from kindergarten, KG. This is taken from German. Capital. The word is taken from Latin. Democracy. Greek word. Bazaar. Hindi word. Find out the origins of the following words. So you have to find out the origin of these words. So let me do it for you people, beta. Tycoon. Tycoon is a Japanese word. Barbecue. Barbecue is Spanish word. Zero. Zero is Arabic word. And in Arabic, like in Urdu, we call it sifar. Tulip. Tulip is taken from Turkish language. Veranda. Veranda is Portuguese word. Ski. Ski is Norwegian word. Logo. Logo is Greek word. Robot. Robot is Czech word taken from the complete name of the country is Czechoslovakia and the language is Czech. We also call it Czech Republic. Then trek, the word is Dutch, taken from the indigenous language of Netherlands. Then bandicoot, bandicoot is taken from Telugu, and Telugu is Indian language. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, so Andhra people they speak Telugu. Now, second, notice the underlined words in these sentences and take the option that best explains their meaning. So, underlined word you have to see beta और उसका meaning आपको बताना है out of three options. Wait a minute. Okay. What a thunderclap these words were to me. Which words do you remember, beta? I told you when Mr. M. Hamel said, today it is going to be the last French lesson. So these words were thunderclap to friends. So the words were loud and clear, startling and unexpected, pleasant and welcome. Pleasant and welcome, not at all. When the teacher said this is going to be your last lesson, so these words were not pleasant and welcome at all. Loud and clear, okay, loud and clear, but no, it is not the answer. Answer is startling, हैरान कर देने वाले थे, and unexpected. No one had expected this. The correct answer is beta second one. So this phrase, the thunderclap, it suggests something sudden and shocking. So these words had a surprising and powerful effect on friends. Next is beta, when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. So what does this mean? This means do not lose their language. Yes, do not lose their language. Are attached to their language. Okay, this is more close. This is closer. And quickly learn the conqueror's language. No, conqueror, the one who has conquered. So this is not going to be the answer at all. Do not lose their language. No, are attached to their. वो अपनी language से जो है वो attach feel करते हैं. If you have your mother tongue with you. Okay, beta. Next question is, don't go so fast. You will get to your school in plenty of time. Okay, so you will get to your school in plenty of time. What does it mean? In plenty of time? Very late? No, plenty of time means you have a lot of time. So how it can be very late? Too early? Too early? No, not too early. Too early तो वो था ही नहीं ना. He was already late. Early enough. Early enough is the correct answer. So plenty of time means enough time. So there is no need to hurry. You have enough time. He was not early, but he was not even very late, like you will reach in time. Okay, beta. Next is, I never saw him look so tall. So looking so tall, it is not about the height here, that he was very, very tall. Mr. Hamel had grown physically taller. No, not at all. Physically तो जितने tall थे उतने ही थे, है ना. Stood on the chair, ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं है बेटा. He was not standing on the chair. Seemed very confident. This is going to be your answer. Look so tall means seemed very confident. Mr. M. Hamel, he looked very confident. Okay, beta. I hope you could understand. Now noticing form, and form of what? Form of verb. So let us see. Read the sentence. M. Hamel had said. See, it is in bold. Okay, beta. Bold mein hai na, you can see that he would question us on participles. In this sentence above, the verb form had said in the first part is used to indicate an earlier past. The whole story is narrated in the past, definitely. M. Hamel saying happened earlier than the events in this story. This form of the verb is called the past perfect. Okay beta, in simple terms past perfect tense जो है वो होता क्या है? Past perfect tense हम use करते हैं past में भी जब एक distant past होता है. Okay, तो distant past क्या है? M. Hamel had said that he would question us on participles. So he would question us on participles. Okay, it is past. ओके, डेफिनेटली वी नो दैट द ऑथर इज टेलिंग द स्टोरी इन पास्ट, लेकिन उस पास्ट का भी पास्ट क्या है कि दे वर गिवन द होमवर्क ऑन पार्टिसिपल्स। तो वो जो बहुत दूर वाला पास्ट होता है बेटा, अ डिस्टेंट पास्ट, उसके लिए हम पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस का यूज करेंगे। पिक आउट 5 sentences फ्रॉम द स्टोरी with this form of the verb and say why this form has been used. ओके, तो आपको क्या करना है बेटा, यू हैव टू फाइंड 5 sentences फ्रॉम द स्टोरी जहाँ पर ये हैड प्लस वी थर्ड को यूज किया गया है। ओके, दिस यू विल फाइंड, और शुड आई फाइंड 1 or 2 फॉर यू? ओके, लेट अस डू इट। लेट मी फाइंड 1 or 2 फॉर यू। हैड सेड, हैड प्लस वी थर्ड। ओके बेटा, सी, he had planted. Had planted means he had planted. Had planted means ये जो creeper है बेटा, this hopvine, this was planted in the past. Story is already in the past, and now in the past of the past he had planted this himself. मिस्टर हैमल ने वो जो है प्लांट की थी, वो जो हॉपवाइन है। ओके, so this is your past perfect. One example. Another example, I'll find 2 for you. Okay, here it is not past perfect tense beta, here it is past indefinite tense. Why? Because here this is past indefinite tense, because here it is only second form of the verb, it is not used as helping verb here. He had, this is main verb here, this is not the helping verb, so it will not be uh, past perfect, it is past indefinite only. Okay, okay, let us find one more. Had plus V third. We had a lesson again, but it is past indefinite tense. Okay. Keep looking, beta. Okay, where is had plus V third? They had not gone to school. Okay, again, past indefinite. Had plus V third, beta, we have to look for. Yes, this one. See, that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago. Okay, so when friends is talking about this thing, before that time the books had seemed such a nuisance. So this is your second example of had plus V third. Okay, and like this you have to find 3 more. Okay, now let us come back to our exercise beta. Okay beta, so you have to pick out 5 sentences from the story with this form of the verb and say why this form has been used. So to show the distant past, at the time when the speaker is speaking, before that time something had happened, and that's why this past perfect tense is used. And now it is writing beta, write a notice for your school bulletin board. Okay, for your school bulletin board, your notice could be an announcement of a forthcoming. Okay, beta, this section, writing section, and further section we will do in the next class. So for today, this is going to be your exercise, and you have to do it up to here, noticing form. Okay, I think this is enough for today. This much. Do it in your fair notebook beta, in a very beautiful handwriting, and do not skip anything. Do all the questions. How many questions are there? 3 plus 2 5 plus 2 7 9 10, and then 4 questions are these, and then form. So beta, for today it is enough. Do this exercise, and in next class we will do it further, whatever is remaining. That's all beta. Keep learning and keep doing your work at a good speed. Okay, ऑल द बेस्ट बेटा।